Oh, I guess I just have to start talking now, don't I? So, in between sessions, Anthony, our College of Eloquence bard, has decided he wasn't really having as much fun as he thought he would with this subclass for the time being, and has decided to make a slight change. I, as the DM, am okay with this. I want to make sure everybody enjoys things and don't feel stuck. So, at this stage in the game, I am okay with people doing slight changes like this. So, Anthony is now no longer a College of Eloquence bard, but is now a College of Swords bard. Some slight changes in his time skip time from this are just a little bit into the second year of our studies. Anthony was struggling, and his advisor, Sandra Lavore, noticed this and brought it up to her husband, who had noticed Anthony was doing fairly well in a different area, his sword play. Because of this, Vincent brought Anthony to have one-on-one lessons with a teaching assistant at the college who was of the College of Swords themselves. Their name was Herrick Aloro, a half-elf. Through this, Anthony learned the blade flourishings, and this reignited the spark within him to continue his studies and learning of being a bard to help him excel as he does. So, in between sessions, Grace did a slight change, not as much as Anthony did with her character level ups. When Grace hit 4th level, right after our boar hunt in which she nearly died, rather than taking it in Druid as she had been, she has decided to take a level in Cleric. She is now a partial follower of Luru, Domain of Twilight. Shortly after returning to town, while me and Anthony went off and did our own things, Grace went to visit a friend she had learned the teachings of Luru from leading up to this point in time. That night, at around midnight, Grace, the person she went to visit, and one other got together and had a ceremony to Luru, shortly after which Grace fell asleep. And Grace, at this time, when you fell asleep, you had a dream.
Cool.
And in this dream, you felt as if you were waking up in the middle of a tall, grassy field, as you had just been lying down in it. As you look around this field, Grace, there is a fairly large unicorn standing in front of you.
Whoa. Well, first I check for ticks, because I'm in a very large field.
Okay.
Am I covered in ticks? Do I just have so many all over me? Those creepy crawlies?
As the unicorn slowly gets closer to you, Grace.
Okay, don't answer my questions. It's whatever.
There are no dream ticks, Grace.
Very good. Excellent news. Right.
No, actually, there's only dream ticks. Turns out the grass is made of nothing but ticks.
I immediately wake up and end my own existence, because that is the worst nightmare I've ever heard of in my life.
No, there are no dream ticks at the moment. But as the...
Only ticks.
Oh, I should have opened this earlier. But as the unicorn slowly approaches you, its form starts to shift into that which you know of to be Luru's.
Whoa.
And as she stands before you, she reaches out a hand with a small flame in it, and the flame makes its way from her hand over to you.
Woo.
Would you like to do anything?
Yeah, I put my hand out and I go, well, hello there, Calcifer, and then I chuckle because I'm really funny in my dreams.
Do you accept the flame, Grace?
Yeah, when a hot goddess lady gives you a flame, you don't go, no, it's not my favorite color. I cannot accept. Do you have a receipt?
So,
can I return it? No.
As you reach towards the flame and cup it in your hands, you look back up to see Luru is no longer there.
Oh, nuts.
And the flame travels from your hands and into your chest. And at that moment, you wake up and you can feel a new power within yourself. You have your druidic magics and means of knowing of that. This is different. You feel a sort of connection to the source of power that is Luru. and you are now a Domain of Twilight cleric for Luru.
Just so you know, I do wake up from that and I go, well, that was a weird dream, and I feel weird. The meaning of that dream was completely lost on me. I have a lot of weird dreams.
Good for you, Grace. Good for you. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tales of the Tiny Hat Trio. This is
Session 5
of our podcast,
It's the 5th one.
and let's get right into it. So, Grace,
Yeah,
just a thing to address.
gross.
Last night, while you were on watch, you said you were doing some stuff, right?
Yeah. I often enjoy meditating, especially while looking into rocks, because sometimes the rocks give you secrets. And when you get a new rock, what you do is you immediately have a chat with this rock. Like, that's rock. Well, you first clean the rock with the moon, but then you have a chat with the rock, and you're like, "Sup, rock? What you up to? What's your flavor?" And then sometimes the rock is helpful and it answers your question. Other times the rock's a bit of a dick, and you have to work at it a little. So that's what I was doing.
So, Grace,
I feel like I'm in trouble. Use my name in that scary way.
last night, as you were looking into this rock, at one point, a beam of moonlight splits through the trees as the snow has now stopped finally,
Nice.
and points directly into the surface of the amber which you recently got.
Tasty.
And on its surface, you see the sign of Luru appear.
Oh, neat. That's
For just a-
fun.
Quick moment before it fades, and you see still images, sort of like a slideshow in solid colors, appearing inside of this chunk of amber that you have.
Neat.
And the first image you see is it's going step by step, sort of jumping bit by bit of multiple animals gathering around a glade with a fairly large tree in which 2 unicorns can be seen.
Ooh.
One male standing tall and at attention, watching over everyone, and one female who is resting, and beside her, a baby unicorn.
Do I recognize it as a specific baby unicorn that I might know? And
You
maybe...
can't tell from these images. The unicorns are all in full white.
Are you telling me that all unicorns look the same?
I'm telling you that the images aren't actual pictures or anything,
Yeah, no,
but
but mine was funny.
representative images.
Really funny.
The image then shifts drastically of a darker scene where a group of 5 different humanoid beings, all colored black, are fighting with the male unicorn, who is white, as stated earlier. It just shifts between multiple different images, and the male unicorn manages to fight off all of the people, but then collapses at the end of that.
Oh.
And it shifts
I don't
to
like
the
this
mother
story.
unicorn coming up just too late. And you see a close-up of them crying.
Oh, I don't like this
Oh,
bedtime
no.
story. I want a refund.
It
Hold
then
on.
shifts once again, and you see the baby unicorn, older now, just playing by itself for the time being, before it stumbles across a fruit. And it eats the fruit and sees more, and follows a trail of fruit slices
Kind of
until
fruit.
it's caught, until it
No,
walks
I don't like this
itself
part.
into a cage.
Textbook
this.
trap.
And
Textbook
you see
trap.
a red displayed humanoid with feathers appear
Dang
to
it.
pick it up
It's
the
my
cage,
homeboy.
and walk off with the now captured unicorn child.
Oldest goddamn trick in the book.
Juno, come on.
The images then start to fade before what appears to be a sort of live image of the place depicted in the images you had seen earlier.
Ooh.
And you see clearly the look of the mother unicorn. And it is night for her as well. And she is still in a fury after all this time. And you get a look at the side of her flank. And there's 1, 2, 3, 7 different black spots across the coat.
Oh, that's probably not supposed to happen.
Grace, speaking from the DM perspective, you actually do have a general idea what's going on with that mother.
Cash Money, want to tell me, your friend,
She's
me?
in the process of falling, which is a term that I'm using here when a very pure being such as unicorns are especially emotionally and such injured or broken, they sometimes fall where they shift to a darker form of themselves, and it is never a good thing for them.
Okay.
And if the process continues, you don't know how long it will go on for or how long it will take. But if the process continues, they will become a black unicorn, Grace.
Oh, cool. That's not great. Can't return Juno to that, probably. I mean, I could. I shouldn't. But no.
Could, shouldn't.
Could, but should not.
The feed then cuts as the light fades from the moon with a passing cloud overhead, and the amber goes dark once more. And
I look over to Juno just to make sure that, like, he saw none of that.
All of the animals are asleep right now.
Oof. I make eye contact with Tapioca because he sleeps with his eyes open, and I have to, like, stare for a few seconds, but then I hear, like, a duck snore, and I'm like, okay, good. Very good.
And Grace, that is insight from Luru to you.
I say thanks, but I also squint a little bit, because now I'm upset, and I'm gonna have weird dreams, and that sucks a lot.
On a separate matter, across the last night and the very long break that we spent, Anthony, after
Yes?
looking over my spellcraft and works of my own, you asked to use my spare spellbook, which I gave to you, and you spent the majority of your time afterwards composing your own spells, even into your watch that night.
Yeah.
And as such, you have leveled up into your first level as a wizard now.
Oh, sick. I'm gonna be a wizard, and I'm gonna be able to hit things with my spells, and I'm gonna be able to hit things even when I don't have spells anymore, which I wasn't able to do before.
So you are now a wizard, and it is morning, and everybody can wake up, and it's time for the day.
I waddle
All right.
immediately over.
The snow stopped around midnight, and the sky looks fairly clear, but there's many clouds still across the horizon as you wake up this morning. For simplicity's sake, let's just say it's early in the day. 8-ish.
Sure. All right, team, let's get some breakfast. Let's get our booties. Nope, that's not a joke. We're clearing out the rest of the cave today, right?
Yeah. Anthony,
All
did
right.
you have any success with the spellbook that I gave you last night?
I did. I have spells now. Your whole thing is having spells also, right?
Yeah, I'm
Do you
just
want
gonna
some?
mage hand and steal your book over from you for a moment.
All right.
Wow.
It is. I mean, it was originally yours, so
Don't worry, I just want to
didn't.
look through.
Alrighty.
Oh, nice. Nicely done, Anthony.
Thanks. I'm very proud of myself.
So, Anthony, as I look through your
Yeah.
spell book, I just note a page first that I'm like, interesting. Then a second one. And then I look to you and just ask, you mind if I just copy some of your work?
I mean, it did take a while to note down. I mean, if you think you can do it,
it
like,
won't take long, I promise.
you have a tendency to lie to me compulsively about things that matter, like time. And I'm gonna go on like a 2 or like 5 minute long rant about.
In the middle
how
of
this is
your
gonna
rant,
take
I've already started and finished both of the spells that I wanted to pick from you, as it only
And
took
so
me
that's
4
why-
minutes to learn both of them.
And so that's why I think it's really not a good idea to let you. Why are you done?
Sorry about that. Yeah, no, these are great spells. Thank you for letting me borrow this.
I am in awe and a little bit frightened. Why? This took me so long to do. Couldn't you have just. You know what? Never mind.
It
You
was
know what?
much easier having a reference like this. Thank you very much.
You are being so patronizing and I cannot stand it.
I'm not attempting
Don't
that.
look in my notebook. Just kidding, I don't have one. If I did, it would be obscene drawings, though.
For your
And you
reference,
could not.
Anthony, I might have accidentally made some markings on your book as well. So there are
You
some,
bastard.
some slight markings on your
turd.
comprehend language is spell and your featherfall spell, which are the ones that I took from you at this time.
Alright. Whatever.
Took is the wrong word. I just copied out of your spell book. It took me 4 minutes while you were gone that 5-minute rant.
You know, sometimes our friends are really good at things, and we have to just let them be better than we are at those things. And in Isaac's case, that's not a lot of things, but in this case, it is one of them. Look, I'm not saying.
Look.
Alright, let's go. Shut up, Isaac. Let's go. Isaac, quiet down. Alright, let's just go into that cave and kick some booty.
We need a better plan for that. Please and thank you.
In the background, just like looking between you guys and then at the animal posse, and I'm like, these two need to get along, shirt, am I right? And Mr. Cucumber nods furiously, even though he has no idea what I'm talking about.
Grace, from your perspective, you saw Anthony turn his back slightly to me and just start going off on his monologue, and as soon as his back was turned, I reached into my bag, pulled out a stack of a couple papers, and just started writing notes at very fast speeds that you would not think possible of me usually, before taking out Spiel and transcribing each of the spells fairly quickly.
And I'm watching Anthony pace back and forth and do all these dramatic hand gestures and just like falling to the ground dramatically to finish his monologue, and I'm just like,
I include like a cartwheel at some point.
Anger
There's the
cartwheel.
whole thing.
And yeah, basically
Anger
after
cartwheel.
as he's finished with this monologue, he looks around and sees that I'm already done. That I have the two new spells because they're still open on Spiel. He recognizes them as his own work, but modified in my own way.
Isaac, what is this math hokey BS?
Just a little bit of ways of me understanding your work
It's
a bit
written as
better.
a proof. Awful.
No, it is not
Isaac-
written as a proof. Trust me, Grace. I don't.
No, that was the joke. It's because you hate proofs. So I said, hey, Isaac, nice proof. And then you got mad at me just like in real life.
You know me too well.
All right, gamers.
But no, these were very helpful, especially the first one. Okay, so as we go on through breakfast, Grace, I'm assuming you're feeding the animals as well.
Yum. Of course, of course.
We need an actual plan going forward with this. We don't know who or how many are in there. Do we want to try? We know that they left across the night. We don't know if they're back or not. And we don't know if they'll leave again, and we'll have an easier time finishing off the cave before going after the rest of them.
How do we do a plan? I've never been one for those.
Anthony, you still have your light ball that can get rid of any mold and such, right?
It has recharged, yes. I'm not going to turn it on because
Okay.
it's very bright and it makes me sneeze.
And previously, you've used your disco ball thing to immobilize those boars a while back. Is that still
Yes.
Is that usable?
That should work. I don't know how powerful it's going to be. It seems to vary every time I use it.
Anthony, as you pull it out, you notice that the button and sliders are nowhere to be seen on the ball.
Well, that's Inconvenient? I'm not sure. How did I? All right, sick.
I should
It's a
mention they
disco
have not
egg.
reappeared since the time you used them on the boars.
Oh. Well, no, it's just a disco ball actually. The little. I'm not gonna put it in my mouth, but I'm also not gonna let you put it in your mouth.
Anthony, I don't
Coward.
think it would fit in your mouth.
I don't think it would fit in your mouth either, so stop trying to put it in there.
I'm not trying to put it in
Poor
there.
boy.
He's trying to
Please
board
don't,
the
please
disco.
don't, please don't.
Okay, fine. All right, so that's not gonna. The funny light ball is not gonna work, but the other funny light ball will work.
Hold on. Can we call it a real panic at the disco if Isaac tries to eat it?
We could call it that.
I'm going to stab.
My joke was funny and you loved it.
Isaac, I'm the
Yes, I
one with
know.
the stab.
So, Anthony, yesterday we used Dragon's Breath on you to give you a better time at dealing with them. Do we want to try that again, or
No, I think you should give that to Orphelia just so that we have 4 people doing stuff, and by people I mean attacking things.
I could. If she gets too close to Mold, though, or they hit her all of one time, she is dead and the spell is gone with her.
That is problematic.
Whereas if I
Because-
cast it on one of us, I just have to be able to maintain concentration on the spell.
That's true, but then also I can't do funny things that I would be able to do
mean-
normally. Plus,
Well, I
I
do have 2 castings of the spell. So what we could do is I could cast it on myself for now, just because that is probably the way I can get the most damage out at the moment. And then later I could if I lose it, I could cast it on you if you lose those things or whatnot.
That's yeah. If I run out of spell slots, I'll ask you to cast it on me. But one of the spells that I learned, it's gonna let me cover my sword in fire, which reportedly is very good at dealing with these guys.
Fire has
So
been
I can
known
do
to
that.
deal with things. Yeah, I saw that in there.
Sick. Then I'll use that. Do I have AoE spells? Hold on. Nope. Yep, I do. I have 1. I have 2. I have 1. Yeah, I have 1.
You have 2 AoE spells.
Shut up. I have 2. I'm confused now. I think we should go in guns blazing and see how that works.
I feel like we're gonna die.
Isaac,
were
we've
going
never
backwards.
died to these guys before. That's never
You're
ever
right, but
happened.
things were not going the best. Okay.
Worst case, I can keep Tapioca on my head like a little miner's lamp, and you can cast your dragon horror on him, and he can quack menacing quacks into the abyss.
Isaac, I'm actually a huge fan of that idea.
Okay. We'll go with the
Bird
tapioca
brothers.
tapioca breath. Grace, what flavor of tapioca breath do you want?
You'd have to ask Tapioca. And Tapioca,
What flavor of breath do you want?
his little webbers pap 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 over to you, and he looks all the way up at you, which is like a ridiculous amount of looking because he's very short. He goes, wah. And then he comes back over here to me, Grace. And that's your answer that you get.
So is that spicy or minty?
Wah.
I'm
Excellent.
gonna go with minty breath. Just because spicy seems like it could lead to a lot larger of a bad thing for the rest of us.
Tapioca
Yeah.
nods and then shakes his head, but then nods again, and you have no idea what this duck is trying to convey to you at all.
Okay.
What a mastermind. Tapioca is always 5
I'm
steps
going
ahead.
to bamf Orphelia into existence and place her to look over Juno and the others and just
Wah.
say, Orphelia, I want you to let me know if anything at all is going badly back here, in case anything happens bad outside. Okay? And Orphelia's just gonna nod back at me.
No.
Can
no
owls
fun.
nod?
Yeah. They can do so
Awesome.
many neck crimes. They have
Yeah, I
like
thought it was just-
infinite neck.
I thought it was just the one neck crime. With the zzzz.
I hate how I know
Okay.
exactly what that means.
So, Grace is going in with Tapioca on her head.
Wah.
Anthony, you've got your plans. I've got
Yeah.
things I can do.
I have a sword and also sword-related magic. And also sword-related magic-related magic.
I guess we're just going in guns blazing without any real plan beyond giving Tapioca minty breath.
That's the only plan I've ever needed.
You realize this is the same
Yes.
plan we went in with last time, right?
And no
and it
one
went
died.
perfectly well. No one even died once.
Okay.
He looks like a disappointed dad.
I am always
No one.
always going to pinch my nose in frustration at you guys.
I'm not good at plans.
And you can never be mad at me for it.
Oh, I'm not mad. I just think it's very funny and I want to make it worse.
Great.
It's very amusing when you're like this because it means that we've done something mean to you.
No, it means that we're very bad at the game Dungeons and Dragons, and Isaac's
We're
like,
so bad at the game. We're really, really bad at learning from our mistakes, which never happened chronologically.
Can I at the very least ask that you both take the front while I stay back? Because, like, I big squishy boy and cannot get hurt.
If you get poked in the stomach, you die instantly, unfortunately. You have a big glowing weak spot, like a Nintendo boss.
You drop to 0 hit points, you
Okay.
immediately die forever.
Okay, let's
Correct.
just go into the cave. Anthony, you ready with the light?
I'm ready with the light. I'm going to turn on the daylight.
You do it
And
now
it's
while
gonna
we're still
be-
outside at our campsite?
No, I thought we were going into the cave because you said we're going into the cave.
I said, let's go into the cave.
Yeah,
I
you
walk
said
in
let's
front
go
of
into
you
the cave.
idiots, because I don't trust you to not
Grace
die
takes the
immediately.
front step as we all head towards the cave, and we're going to
Oh, I've seen this one before.
Here. As we enter the mouth of the cave once more, we see the mold has made a little bit of progress in the back of the cave back forward, but
Oh, I don't
not
like that.
much yet. It's made like an inch or two across the old dead mold, but nothing drastic.
I see. I'm going to use the ball, and I'm going to make it go...
I was just going to say, I would like everybody to roll initiative for now. We're going to enter initiative order once we actually see the green men, but please roll initiative for me now so I can just mark down the initiative order, please.
The green man. All right, I got a 10.
I got a 19.
Guys, I got a 4 + 1 5.
Sick.
Yeah.
Anthony, you said you've lit up your ball at this point?
I have now the sun in the palm of my hand.
You know you can let that float, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm guessing we
In
continue
fact,
on.
I will.
As we move forward through the cave, Anthony, you're burning up all of the old and such along the way, and it's turning into burnt bits. There's some in the far crevices, but not enough to actually have any effect on us now.
Incredibly sexy of me.
At about this line-ish, if you guys can see that on Roll20,
Yeah.
around this area, please place yourselves where you would like to be. Oh, Anthony, you're going right against the wall,
Yeah.
and
like
you're
some
carrying
sort
the
of-
ball of light.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be back here then. So the ball of light, as it comes with you, and right at this moment, sheds light into the eyes of the first Thornies over here,
Gross.
as you all get a glimpse of them,
Bad.
and we're gonna start initiative at that.
Cool boy. Do I have line of sight on any of these guys?
Yeah, at the moment you can see red, blue, and red and blue of the Vegapygmies and Thornies, Anthony. Grace, you can see most of them. It does go into darkness a ways in, but you've got dark vision 300 feet, so you're fine. You also forgot to
Nice.
do your advantage on initiative thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's a thing I have now. Oh well, next time.
And I can see probably just the first couple things as well for the time being. We're working off of
Alrighty.
your light, Anthony, so
Yeah. I'm having it kind of float through the middle of the corridor just so you get even lighting
you
everywhere.
cannot control it as it floats. You can just let it float in space.
Never mind then.
So either you're holding it or you're letting it float.
I'm going to just gently toss it towards this point in the middle of the area.
Okay, you can do that on your turn.
Never mind then. God damn it. Why? Okay.
Because first up is this guy's turn. But it's my turn. Second, surprisingly. So I'm going to move.
Good for
5,
you, Isaac.
10, 15. and cast on Tapioca as planned Dragon Breath. Is my bonus action.
What a hardy man.
I need fan art of Tapioca with a big icy maw.
I can do that,
And then-
probably.
20, 25, 30, and I'm going to cast Firebolt now.
Sick.
Let's go for the closer of the two. Can that reach?
Yeah, the Thornies were definitely the harder thing to fight.
Yeah, the closer of the two Thornies. So I straight up miss. Well, as I reach out my hand to cast a Firebolt, it goes forth and then just hits the ground just shy of the Thorny as it was holding low to the ground anyways.
Ugh.
Isaac, you mongrel.
Next, we're just going to have the people mostly be holding position for the time being
Alrighty.
until it's time for the Thornies, but they're being held back by the Vegapygmies for now. So not going to do anything. Anthony, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Alright. I guess I'm gonna wander up 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4. And then, how far away from these guys are?
Anthony, you said you wanted to let the drift globe glow and fly on its own now?
Yeah, I'm gonna just like drop it kind of behind me.
Okay, so it will just be sitting on the floor in that case.
Alright, I'm gonna make it float though.
That takes an action.
Okay. I'll spend my action making it float.
Okay,
And I'll
so it is
spend
now
my
floating about 5 feet off the ground. Just in
Sure.
space. Where do you want it?
kind of just in the middle of the cave.
Okay, so right in the middle of the cave here is the drift globe.
Yeah.
And it's just floating in space, shining its light, getting rid of almost all of the mold at this point now. Is that your turn then?
And I'm gonna use one of my bardic inspirations on eeny, meeny, miny, Brace.
I was so
I'm gonna
hoping
say,
you were gonna say Tapioca, and you didn't, and now I'm sad.
can I inspire Tapioca? Is that a thing I can do?
I don't see why not.
A creature. Sure. I guess.
Yes!
I'm just- if you insist, I'm gonna say quack.
Tapioca swivels his head all the degrees and just goes, quack.
And a little bit of ice floats from its lips as it does.
It.
Awesome.
Lips!
Tapioca doesn't have to make any rolls though, so I don't. Okay.
Yes,
Ta-
Tapioca will.
All right.
Not lips, but
Tapioca
beak,
has a
Grace.
D6.
Grace,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's your turn now.
Okay.
Oh wait, I skipped over Tapioca in the initiative. My
You
bad.
did.
Yeah, you can for this battle, Grace, you can
Yeah.
control Tapioca for the most part. I'll say
Okay.
they would have technically have gone before Anthony. Is there anything you'd like them to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna say because Anthony is in the front, when he started to move, Tapioca was like, I could probably hitch a ride with this guy.
So
Do I have
Tapioca's just
Tapioca on my head?
Yeah.
sitting atop Anthony's head at the moment.
Yes.
Excellent. I make a
That's why
flashy
the
movement.
inspiration
now-
works so good.
Yeah, that's not close enough for the ice breath to work this round. So okay,
Yeah.
going back to the start of the order now. Well, no, Grace, on your turn, what do you want to do? Right.
I'm gonna move right here. I don't think I can do a whole lot of anything.
I would have to agree.
Yeah. So I'll stare them down. My intimidating aura.
Sick.
I mean, you could cast Chaos Bolt.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
true. Hey, Anthony!
Yeah.
Get out of the way!
All right. I get out of the way then.
And I cast.
Who are you targeting?
I'm targeting this man right here.
Okay.
This jerk Thorny, who's just the worst.
Roll to
And
hit.
I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level.
Oh.
Ooh.
And I'm going to probably roll to
Impressive.
hit and then roll a natty -6. And then I explode. Also, I seem to have eaten my dice. Hold on. I did roll a natty 1.
Ha. Grace
Well-
sets her toe on fire with 2 electric boogaloo?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So, Grace, as you prepare the chaos bolt in your hand, it sort of just ploops out of it in a goop as it accidentally turned into just a blob of acid right before you would fire it, and lands on your leg, dealing you 1 point of acid damage.
Nice. I go, I made goop. That would be really cool if it didn't hurt. Ah. Stupid.
So now at the top of the order, the Vegapygmies are going to be doing things from now on. Yeah, so this first one, Anthony, seeing as you as the controller of the light, is going to make a ranged attack at you at disadvantage.
That son of a gun.
So it prepares its sling, reels it back farther than it usually should, and does a 11 hit.
No! I catch the rock, and I'm like, not this time. I'm not going to say that word, and I'm going to throw the rock at the ground.
Hoodlum, I say for you, because that's the word you meant to say.
That is the word that I meant to say, and I'm still not saying it, because it's mean.
Hoodlum.
Following the Vegapygmy's turn, it's now my move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to pass by you, Grace, but then move over to the side a bit. Still targeting the blue Vegapygmy. Anthony, you're taking pictures of this, right?
Infrequently.
I'll just do it at the top of the round I'll take one now, and then do it at the top of the round from now on.
Sick.
So I'm going to just fire another firebolt now. And that's a 23 to hit, which goes.
Sick.
Rude.
And I rolled 7 points of fire damage to the blue guy.
Look at you actually hitting stuff. I'm so proud of you.
Way to go, Longman.
For my bonus action, I'm just going to grab my quill out of the air and toss it lightly at them.
Why?
It doesn't
Why?
go anywhere.
Isaac, you're a fool. You could have used that bonus action to be sexy.
Nothing else to do.
You could have been sexy, Isaac.
Next up, we've got
You have it
5,
in you.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Uh-oh.
Anthony, you're in range for a sling attack.
Not what you like to see.
Get pebbled.
I say, hello, how can I help you?
Anthony does a 21 hit.
It unfortunately does, very much.
Okay, and that is 5 damage. 5 bludgeoning damage
Ouch.
to you.
Stop doing that. How many times do I have to tell you?
Another pebble strikes out from the light because you have light right located here-ish. I don't have my thing set to the right thing. Which is honestly kind of blinding Grace a bit as she tries to look at things, but...
Is that why I could not make a spell? Because I looked into the sun?
Yes.
Gosh, darn it.
You've been slapped, Anthony.
I have. He saw me catch the other one, and he's like, I bet I could do that better. And then he did. And then he hit me in the booty.
It bounced right off.
The next guy's not going to move yet. He's still watching. But it's this guy's turn. You don't know why you should be afraid of me saying it's this guy's turn, do you?
I do.
No.
But that's because I'm
Is
a
it?
genius.
Is he big boy? Long man, did you make him the strong?
He's definitely stronger than the others of his type.
Isaac.
Oh no, it's an aboleth. Run!
Oh no, it's one of the
5,
three
10,
apples Isaac put
15,
in the back of the
20,
cave.
25, 30.
Hello.
I am covered in
Um,
dirt. This is horrible. No.
And that's where they're going
Hello.
to stop.
How are you doing today? I'm Anthony Snyder.
Attempts to bite
Incredibly
your
attractive,
finger off,
glorious.
but doesn't actually because it's not doesn't have its action at the moment. Next up is this guy. They can get a good view of me, so they'll make a sling attack at disadvantage.
A good view of Anthony is what all true warriors strive for.
Did you know that corn chips
So
are no
that's
place
not
for a mighty warrior?
Kidding.
I had a hunch, Grace. I had a hunch.
Grace, it's Tapioca's turn.
Wah.
Yell at this dog.
That is
Yell
the
at
turn.
him? Good.
Wah. What do I roll for quack?
Are you just doing it right in the direction of the dog?
Yeah. Point blank quack.
Point blank quacking. 3d6.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I have exactly
And
3d6.
in the meantime,
Oh, 2 and 4. That's a 8-4 quack.
as Tapioca, startled by the sudden appearance of the thorny beside it, quacks. Its quack is amplified and becomes a frosty blast across that section of the room
An icy. Quack.
as it hits the Thorny dead in the face.
Nice.
Frozen eyeballs. Get quacked.
It's the other Thorny's turn.
No.
Oh no.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Just gonna be there and looking right at right at Anthony's booty, actually.
Howdy, gentlemen.
The other one is looking at Tapioca, though, Grace.
Yeah, I know.
And you can see that.
Oh, I can see that. I'm about to go mad mama mode again.
Following that is Anthony's turn, though. Anthony, I warn you that AoE effects that aren't ground-based will be affecting Tapioca right now. A different spell that you have that would hit Tapioca, though, is if you used Pulse.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that's fair.
Because
All
its
right.
area is self, and it hits an area around you based off of yourself. I'm just trying to warn you so you don't accidentally kill Tapioca in case you use Pulse.
Yeah, because I'll
Right.
kill you with my bare hands.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. All right, in that case, I am going to,
End of podcast.
I guess, Earth Tremor? No, I'm not. I'm gonna do Sword Burst instead. So,
Okay, so you're staying where you were,
yeah, staying where I was.
and you cast Sword Burst.
Yeah, and I'm gonna jump up a little so that Tapioca raises a bit, and I'm gonna spin around, and there's gonna be some colorful swords that swing around me.
I wish I was a colorful
And
sword.
that will definitely hit both of them.
Sick. They have to make dexterity saving throws.
Yep, I'm making those saves. The one that passed was the red one.
All right,
So the blue one's
Well-
going to take how much damage? Anthony?
5 force damage.
Okay. It is looking very much hurt now.
In that case, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Earth Tremor.
What?
Yeah, I can do that. Oh, I'm using all of my sorcery points, but I can do that.
Do quicken.
Quicken takes 2.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 2d6. 'Cause I'm
and
casting it at 2nd level.
let me take a look. What level are you casting it
No.
at?
1st level.
And what happens on a failed save?
They take 2 damage.
But the ground will become difficult terrain.
Yeah, and also if they fail, they're knocked prone.
So the red
Right.
is knocked prone and takes
Sick.
how much damage?
2.
2 damage. So Anthony, as you end your turn, you notice that the ground is visibly shaken by your last spell, and the area within 10 feet of you is now difficult terrain.
Yeah, I've got a sword in one hand and a book in the other, and a sexy gleam in my eyes.
You don't need your book in your hand to cast spells.
I don't.
No.
I didn't
Only
know
I
that.
do, because I use my book as my magical focus.
Ah,
If you have a wizard spell that has material components, you need to have a wizard magical focus, or which your bard magical focus will not work for. Grace, your magical focus will work for both your bard and cleric focus.
Hell
So
yeah,
don't worry
well,
about that.
My bard? Who, me?
Not bard, druid and cleric focus.
Guys, I'm triple classic.
guys, I don't know how spells work, unfortunately. So I just wasted like all of my resources doing like 10 damage. Anyway, on to the next turn.
Right after Anthony is this guy. 560. And Anthony, you are getting a full view of exactly how many Vegapigmies there are in here. You made a box.
There sure are a lot of them.
Man, remember when we couldn't kill 3 of them, and now there's at least 3? That was fun.
Following that is Grace's turn.
Okay, I make eye contact with this blue anus who keeps staring at my son, and I go, what if instead you don't do that? And I produce some flame and yeet it at this man.
Okay.
Awesome of you.
Hopefully, I do that. I should say.
Roll to hit.
I'm gonna roll the hit. So good, Isaac. 18 plus 5. Do I hit
Hell
it?
yeah.
Nice.
Do I hit it, Isaac?
No, Grace. No, you don't. I'm sorry.
And
A
then I
23 does not hit with authority.
I die immediately. I take
No,
a million
it does. It does.
psychic damage.
Grace,
Yep.
roll damage.
I rolled a 5.
Great. So as you see the partially face-frozen Thorny looking directly at your son, you yeet a small ball of fire directly into one of its legs, blasting it clean off at that point.
I go, hey, bada, hey, bada, swing! Oh, you didn't swing. Your leg's gone. Ah.
And it's still alive
Ah.
for now,
Sucks.
but it is really not looking good. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I don't think I can do anything else on my turn. I guess I could move. I guess I just stay there because it's difficult terrain right there, so.
You can move around it.
I could, but no, what I mean is that, like, things aren't gonna yoink right through. They're gonna take a little bit of time if they want to get near me.
Fair enough. That's actually a really good point.
Actually, wait, I'll move 5 feet down. Hold on. Maybe. 5. Yeah.
Okay, following
they-
that, we have...
I'm in the Boyzone. I'm not a fan of the Boyzone, Isaac. I'm gonna
You
admit.
put yourself in the boys. You made the Boyzone!
I may be the sole proprietor of the Boyzone. I may be the CEO of Boyzone Incorporated.
10, 15,
but
20,
unfortunately,
25, 30,
I'm here
35,
now.
40, 45, 50, 55, 60 feet. And
Knee
it
deep
is
in boys.
now top of the order, so I'll take another picture of things.
I'm all buoyed up.
You know when I told you to stay away from boys and then you CEO co-founded the Boyzone with yourself?
Yeah, I know. Not an excellent move on my part, I will admit.
Foolish.
So-
Kind of a bad decision.
First
that
up,
I
we have
did.
this guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
What color,
30.
Isaac?
and Anthony. He's gonna
Purple?
try and hit it. Not me, but you.
He better not. I swear to gosh,
his
I'm gonna
sling.
get hit by a rock.
And
And it's gonna be
again,
your
actually,
fault.
with this one, this is the one that you. This is the guy who caught it. He's trying to go for better. He does not go for better.
I don't know about
He
me.
rolled a 6,
Sick.
Hey, Isaac?
I catch this rock too.
and you
I'm
just
like,
make
yo.
dead eye contact with him and say, pointing very dramatically, "You ain't got it, bud."
No, I don't
know.
say that. That's stupid.
Okay, say
I
whatever
say-
you want then.
Isaac, that's dumb. No, I catch it and I make eye contact and I'm like, no, stop it. I put the rock down gently.
Hey, Isaac?
Okay.
Can I make a request?
Don't
Yes,
throw things
Grace?
at people. That's
When
rude.
you're moving the boys, use the colors so our lovely audience knows which turn is which instead of going this guy.
Will do.
'cause that means nothing.
It is now my turn. What do I want to do? What can I do? I can shove a
You can
boy.
give me a hug.
Egg, please.
You can shove a
I'm
boy.
gonna try and
Shove
shove
that boy.
the blue boy away from Anthony with my telekinetic
Awesome
shove,
of
just
you.
to give him some room.
Sweet.
So, if fails,
I'm gonna take an opportunity attack.
you can do that.
So as I see Isaac prime his mind powers, I go out to strike it with my sword, which has historically worked very well. Does a 14 hit?
Tie goes to the runner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits.
Sick.
That Thornies have
All right.
14 AC.
Awesome. I do 7 damage, which is halved, I believe.
So, you're right. And very much thank you for reminding me of that.
You
I wish I hadn't, but
stink.
okay.
So, as you stab with your 7 damage, it reels as you stab it right in the eye. And while it is plant matter, so it's fairly resistant to your stabbing, this guy really, really does not look good.
Not dead, though.
Not dead.
Unfortunate.
But it's still my turn. And I'm using Magic
Ooh,
Missile, but
sick.
shifting its damage into fire.
Oh,
Uh,
spicy missile.
Spicy missiles. Just casting at first level for 1 towards the guy who looks like they're almost dead, and 2 towards the other Thorny, who is currently prone. For the first Thorny, takes 4 damage, and as the missile flies forth from my hand into the Thorny, it just bores straight through the center of the Thorny and out the other side, cutting it clean in half.
Sick. Look at you go. Like some sort of wizard.
The next 2 go for the other Thorny,
Awesome
dealing
of you.
5 damage.
God
And
damn.
it's very lucky
that's-
that I did, because if it had come to its turn and nobody had damaged it, it would have healed the earth tremor you did to it, Anthony.
Yeah. Hey. Alright. Oh.
Hey.
Look.
But now it's
I'm
been
bad
set
at
on
dice.
fire, and it's not doing as good.
Hey.
Yay!
Powdered
Not doing
Nagisa.
so good.
At that point, I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm standing next to Grace, my human shield.
Yeah, I've been a human shield all my life, including the times I used to play goalie for soccer, and a soccer ball was coming at me from my friend Richard, and my brain went, block it with your head, and I did, and it was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
Oof.
So, Anthony,
Yeah.
it's the blue Vegapygmy's turn. And it goes 30 feet right towards you.
Hello.
And it's
What are your
going to
thoughts?
attack.
Can I interest you in a magazine subscription?
Boyzone.
Does a 11 hit?
It does not.
Then it doesn't hit you.
I block it with my sword like a badass.
As it brings its claws down at your you actually manage to get your rapier between it and yourself just in time, and it's held in place as you're holding it back for the time being.
Yeah, I make menacing eye contact with it, and I bend down a little and I say, do you want to buy a magazine subscription?
Next, seeing the situation, the chief will finally take action here.
No, I don't
5,
think you should.
10, 15. I need to
think the
remember how
chief
much
is-
his movement speed is.
0.
I think the chief should have 0 hit points and 0 movement, and also shouldn't be here.
I agree.
20, 25, 30.
Isaac, can we get Rat with a legendary action? I feel like that would be very sexy.
No.
Hey, Isaac, can I turn into an aboleth?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it is now looking right towards you, Anthony, as you are the center of all commotion for the time being.
You know, in a sense, this is what I wanted, but unfortunately,
And you
these
notice,
all-
Anthony, it is different from the other Vegapygmies. It is larger, for one, slightly larger. It has these weird baubles across its body of plant growth, as well as a plant-based spear, as if you took a very thick stalk, not wood, a very thick stalk of a plant, and carved
Yeah,
that
like a
into
really
point.
like a really reduced like bone broth or something. I get you.
Do they have good range of you, Anthony? Yeah, but it would have to be a disadvantage because you've got partial cover from this attack because of the other man.
Isaac, I can't help but notice that I'm being mobbed by a
Yeah,
gentleman.
let's just go with half cover because that makes things easier. You have +2 to AC and dexterity saving throws against attacks and effects that originate from the opposite side of the cover. Anthony does a 21 hit.
Surprisingly, yes.
So looking at his friend who is standing next to you, he deftly aims right in between his arms as you are still trying to hold them back with your sword from clawing
That's
down
happy.
upon you, and hits you with a stone right in the gut.
Aw.
Ouch! Stop throwing things at people, it's rude!
Or
You get a new belly button.
max damage of 6 damage.
God! What- I did 5 damage earlier. Isaac, why am I so bad at this game? Alright, I'm in the Danger Land.
Oh,
Danger Town,
no.
USA.
Are you in Danger Town, USA?
Danger Town, USA, they call me.
Okay, Isaac, paint me a word picture. Or Anthony, paint me a word picture of how you look right now.
There's a bit of blood coming out of my mouth, which I'm surprisingly more concerned about than the fact that I'm almost dead. Like,
Anthony,
oh,
you're
this
not
is
even
gonna take
less than
forever to
half
wash
health
it.
yet.
Yeah, but I got a big hit to the gut and also to the head, and I'm like, ow, I'm not feeling.
Wait, so how much health do you have?
I have 15.
You made it sound like you were at like 5 and you were about to keel
Well,
over and die.
I complain about a lot of things.
My point
Anthony-
exactly.
Okay,
Being hit by 2
Isaac,
rocks is
you're
one
the
of them.
DM.
So Anthony, trying to make a bigger deal of this punch to the gut that this rock to the gut he got, makes a very dramatic waving of his arms. But you can tell that, honestly,
the pain!
he doesn't look that bad yet.
Okay.
Obviously, he is actually hurt, but he's not
take
as
forever
bad
to
as he's
wash
making
out.
it out to be.
Okay, thank you.
And he's still doing okay.
I need to know for Mad Mama mode reasons.
I do that hand over the head thing, like a kind of curved posture, and I end up giving Tapioca a high five by accident.
Speaking
High
of
fives are bad.
tapioca, it is their turn.
Yeah.
Yell at the men, Tapioca. Avenge me.
So Tapioca.
Tapioca can fit all 3 men that are located there in her blast.
Woo! Men
Hell
yell.
yes. Tapioca does some complex geometry, which is any
Tapioca-
geometry for a duck.
Actually,
Also-
wait, Grace, make an intelligence check for Tapioca for me.
Tapioca's my seeing eye duck. Do you think that he just
Tapioca
doesn't know what's
has
up?
got this in the bag. Tapioca also has magical inspiration, which
Yeah.
they can add to damage.
Is that just a...
Or
I
they
don't
can
know
get
that-
it better on this intelligence check.
What is the stats for the intelligence of Tapioca? 100 million?
Tapioca has a -4 to intelligence.
That's not true.
That can't be the case, Isaac.
Tapioca has a 2 for intelligence.
That's
Isaac, this
impossible.
is a very special duck.
This duck is a genius. Well, I mean, I got a 12.
So that's an 8. Does Tapioca want to use their inspiration here?
Yeah, probably. Tapioca feeling really inspired. You can hear his brain start to churn, and it's thinking real hard. That's a D6.
Okay.
6.
Show me a 6, Mama, please. My duck is smart, and my friend Isaac thinks it's not true. Hell yes! A 6!
Yes!
Wonderful. That passes
fit.
the DC for Tapioca to know where they need to actually aim their mouth to get all 3 of the boys.
Never ever underestimate the genius of Tapioca ever again.
That being said, Anthony, I want you to roll percentile. If you get
you're
lower than
afraid-
a 10, you accidentally get hit by this as well.
Check out this 8. 74.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Alright, sweet.
Okay, so Tapioca releases a mighty quack. But this time, because Tapioca knows what's up, he raises his little duck arms when he does it, because he's ferocious.
So the Thorny does not pass its save. The blue one passes its save. And the green one does not pass its save.
Well, they're gonna take 9 damage, so
Red takes the 9, looking very hurt now.
good.
Green takes the
We can hear the
9,
crinkle tinkle.
looking on death's door.
Good.
And other person only takes 4. Who's the other person again? Blue. And while hurt, still looks okay. And with that, it is the red Thorny's turn, which will use half of its movement to get up. And then it's gonna bite at Tapioca, Grace.
Huh? It can reach that high?
It can reach
Yeah,
that
this
high?
is a medium-sized creature.
Ah.
Okay.
Like, Anthony, it's for reference, Anthony, it's like up to your waist when it's on all fours just standing. It can easily jump up to your head.
Huh.
Bad.
Bad.
I mean, would you
I don't
say
like
a
how big this
dog
guy
is
is.
able to jump up to your head, Anthony?
With a little bit of difficulty, yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna have it make an acrobatics check to actually make this, to see if it can make this hit. If not, you are gonna get the hit, but the roll to hit will still be the same. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so acrobatics is a dex check. That would be a 12. That's not enough to actually get up to Tapioca.
Yes.
Barely. I made the DC 13.
Good. Don't part
Huh.
the kimono.
Tapioca doesn't get hit, but Anthony, you get bit. You're being attempted to be bit right on the face.
Don't like
But
that.
no, it misses.
Yay.
Same.
So it goes up and I just
It crouches back for a moment, then leaps up right at your face.
punch it on its nose right into the ground again.
Whomp it down.
Blomp.
Anthony, since your turn is right next, would you like to take your turn making an attack roll against it?
Sure, I'm gonna bop it down with my hand and then unsheath my rapier. Wait, no, there's a gentleman. Yeah, I'm gonna unsheath my rapier and just try to stab it down through it.
Okay. So as it leaps up, you take your rapier and just stab it straight down through its mouth. Roll to hit.
You got it, babe. Natural 20. We live in our best lives.
Nice. That's maximized damage for you.
Yeah, so that's
And this is just the attack action.
yeah, this is just the attack action. But I'm also going to defensive flourish.
Okay.
So That's going to be an extra d6 damage. Is that also maximized?
No, it would not be maximized.
Darn.
Sorry.
1. Alright. Sick. So my AC increases by 1 for the rest of the turn. Or until the start of my next turn.
14 damage, reduced down to 7. And as you've pinned... And you have you do not have a second attack yet.
Nope, I don't.
And as you've pinned its mouth to the ground with this, it looks on the verge of collapse.
As a bonus action, I am going to inspire Tapioca again. And I'm going to double high five, one from each side. I'm going to go quack.
Oh yeah, you get a quack back.
Let's, snap both of my fingers. Let's do this, you know?
Dream team, dream team.
Dream team, dream team. Duck and a boy.
So, Anthony.
Yeah?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Uh-oh.
40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Grace,
What?
you have a man right in front of you.
So do you, asshole.
Yes. Yes, I do. And I am terrified.
I don't like this man. Bad touch, bad touch.
They moved
shut
right
up.
around the difficult terrain because they knew they couldn't reach Anthony with whatever they could do, and are coming for us, Grace.
No fair that has a bigger intelligence than my genius spy seeing eye duck. That's malarkey.
Vegapygmies have a 6 in intelligence compared to Tapioca's 2.
Yeah, we need to talk about Tapioca's intelligence, you dink dog.
Yeah, Isaac.
The basic duck has a 2, and we're basing Tapioca off that. We can
Tapioca.
work
no
on
basic
modifying
duck.
Tapioca later
Fine.
if you want.
I will make sure to take.
But for this combat, we are using the
Isaac,
the
I'm
regular.
about to make a funny. You can calm down with your technical DM words. I'm going to take Tapioca to duck school. And by that I mean I'm going to cast Speak with Duck, and I'm going to teach Tapioca complex mathematical equations and life skills. So that this does not happen again.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Tapioca will be homeschooled, or so help
Anthony,
me.
you're getting attacked.
Yeah, but I have cover, right?
Not from this one.
Darn.
It was the orange one you had cover from, not the purple one.
Very well.
That doesn't hit.
Oh yeah, by the way, the flourish, I stab it down, and then out of the wound there pours like butterflies, and they are circling me.
Nice.
That's neat.
Yeah.
A singular butterfly comes out of the wound and is circling you.
Tapioca's
rolled a
trying really
1.
hard not to eat it.
And Grace, it is your turn now.
Cash money. I was gonna help out our pal Anthony Snyder, but now there's a man committing man crime right near me, which is upsetting.
Your boy, Anthony Snyder, has seen better days.
What do I want to do to this man? Isaac, you have to be in the way, huh? You stinky boy.
Be what way?
You're
Of where
not-
you want to
you're in-
go?
Yeah, you're in my way. You
I'm
suck.
sorry.
It's okay, I still love you.
But my turn, I
You're
can
the
just
worst.
shove him away.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, but that doesn't help for now. Now does it, sir? Okay, I produce flame punch this man.
Produce
I don't like
Flame
these
Punch
men.
uses your strength modifier to hit,
Right. Okay.
but the damage is still based around regular Produce Flame.
Same. So that's cool. I roll a d20 so good that everyone's proud of me. That's a 14 plus 3.
Plus 5.
Plus 5?
You get to add your proficiency bonus and strength modifier.
Oh, so that's 14
It's the
plus
same thing as
5.
your wisdom at the moment because you have
19.
3s in both of those. So there's actually no difference, but should
Okay.
you invest more into wisdom in the future, as you are a wisdom-based class, there will become a noticeable difference in your 2 hits.
Okay. Well, I think I hit probably.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah! Punch! Punch, punch, punch.
For how much damage?
I have to see that now, right this moment. I rolled an 8! Hell yeah!
Nice! This guy was not expecting us to be nearly as strong as Anthony because he has not been keeping a very good eye and just sees everyone flocking Anthony, him still being wonderful and having people die around him, and us just in the background occasionally firing off things.
Yep.
I'm
And then
lovely and
gets
gorgeous.
punched by a
Falco punch.
flaming grace hand right in his tiny face.
Fuck
And
this
like
guy.
Most of his face is burned off now.
No face for you.
Like, the majority of his face is barely being kept together. He is in a very bad position.
Good. Nerd.
That being said, it's this guy's turn.
What?
Oh. You want to do anything else, Grace?
I look at Anthony. And I look at all of the men. And I'm having flashbacks to a time I thought Tapioca was gonna get burgled. And I decide in that moment that something has to be done. I'm not sure what. And my hands start to glow. And I go, uh-oh, guys, I think I'm dying. And then I accidentally cast a spell. As one does. And I guess I have to cast Healing Word, right?
Or Shield of Faith. Both of them work in this situation.
Ooh, I could Shield of Faith you so good.
Well, you could.
That would be very helpful, I think.
I
It
imagine
would.
so.
Okay, my hands start to glow, and then poof, you get Shield of Faith.
From your hands. I'll let you flavor this, but basically as your hands start to glow, whatever energy you want releases from it and is directed into Anthony. At which point, do you want to describe how a sort of mystical shield-like energy
Yeah.
wraps
So-
itself around him?
Like a brisk autumn breeze, Anthony, you feel something around you, and then you notice that floating all around you are really cool light purple leaves.
That's sick as hell.
And you're like, what is this? And I go, I don't know, dude. I think you're good now. Maybe.
So Anthony, you now have a +2 to AC for this duration.
That's excellent. to
Grace,
hear. That's
you
on
are
top
now
of-
concentrating on a spell.
Yeah, I am.
It can last up to 10 minutes.
Hell yeah. Anthony,
That
don't
is
get
100
punched.
rounds.
I won't. Don't worry. You also don't get punished because I think if you do, then I lose this.
Yeah, thanks for caring about my well-being, bud. That's cool of you.
I care immensely about your well-being. Now don't get punched.
Nicely done, Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well to go. Wait. Well done. Yeah.
Anthony is now the green man's turn.
Green Man Group.
And he
That's
is going
not a thing.
10, 20, and he's making a melee attack against you with your new leafy purple light
And one
dancing
butterfly.
about you. And singular butterfly.
Tapioca's still trying not to eat it, but now there's leaves, and he's like, what?
And it's going to make a melee attack against you, Anthony.
Good luck. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I should not have said that.
You fool.
Ooh,
That
bad move on my
was
part.
a 22 to hit.
Oh, you
My
dumb fool.
my AC is 17. I'm gonna cast Shield.
Wait, that still gets through, Anthony.
Uh,
Shield will not protect you from this. So as you see it coming together, you think for a moment about adding your own shield, but then you just think better of it because you realize that's not going to work. And it breaks through the section of leaves and bats the butterfly to the side as its claws rake into your skin, dealing
I swear to God, if it's 5 or 6.
4 damage.
All right, that's actually worse because I. All right, 4 damage.
4 points of
Okay.
slashing damage.
Oh, my body.
Not this again. Following that, we have this guy's turn. And he's making a claw attack against you as well. And the butterfly and leaves come to block once more as he rolls the exact same thing as last time for a 22.
I am angry and mad.
And breaks through them in much the same manner, but this time aiming low and up,
Ah,
clawing across your stomach. Dealing
no.
minimum damage of 3.
Awesome. He pokes me in the stomach. I'm like, ow, fucking stop, ow. Well, I am very
And
close to very
Anthony,
dead.
you are at this point actually bloodied and hurt.
Yes.
You've got scratches. You're using illusionary clothes, so we don't see any ruin to your clothing.
Yep, always looking my best, even in the grimmest of times.
But you've got like bruises on your face, bruises across your body. From what we can see, there are slash marks. You are not doing well.
Yeah, there's some blood on the ground.
That blood's
Okay, and I'm
supposed to
like,
be
"Oh,
in you, dummy, not on the ground.
that shouldn't be there." You
Now it's the top of the round, so I will take another picture.
can see the kind of layer of Vegapygmies around me.
Yes. So, purple's turn. 30. Is it going to attack Anthony, who looks really injured, or the person who just fire punched its friend?
I don't know if it knows that I fire punched his friend, which is not that's not helpful for Anthony, who's
That's a good
die.
point. It doesn't know you fire punched its friends. It doesn't know what you can do. It's going after Anthony, who's got a swarm of people around him and looks injured, and it's thinking, reduce the numbers.
I look over and I'm like, "You don't have to do this. This is optional."
And that's a sling attack against you, Anthony.
God diggity.
Pebbles.
But this time, it just misses. It's not even your butterfly or the other things that come to defend you. It just straight up misses.
Same.
Yeah.
And this person has every round made a sling attack against you, Anthony, and missed.
As you should.
It is
Never hit
pissed
Anthony with a
and
sling
will
attack.
keep making sling attacks against you until the day it dies now.
Well, okay, it's definitely controlled by Isaac.
Exactly.
No. I just think
Alright.
it has missed every shot. It is going to prove itself that it can hit you. Now
It's
it is my
a point
turn.
of pride at this point.
And I can see some very hurt enemies across the field and know exactly what to do.
Isaac,
And going to use my
He
kill steal
whips
move
out his dick.
of magic missile at first level once again.
That was supposed to be while you were talking, so people didn't hear me cut myself out before I said dick, and I'm really upset that you stopped.
I hear a zip noise behind me, and I'm like, "Oh no!"
Not
And
again.
3
brought
flaming
out his
magic
magic
missiles
wand.
are created in the air above my head before one strikes
Wrong
out to the
magic wand.
person who Grace fire punched in the face. One strikes out to the red thorny. And one strikes out to the green guy as well. So the 3 people in that line, actually, the 3 magic missiles combine into a single one and bore in a straight line through all 3 of them. Who, fun fact, with minimum damage on all of this attack would still die, as all 3 of them were at 2 HP each.
Awesome.
I almost one-punched that son of a bitch. I'm so mad I didn't.
Grace, you did max
Isaac-
damage.
Look, Grace, you have a deity, I have something or other, and Isaac has kill steal.
And so the
Isaac
3 magic
refuses to
missiles
let us
combine into a larger ball of flames before boring straight through the stomachs of all 3 of my targets, killing all of them.
Imagine
Wow,
actually
Isaac.
being able to hit with something that isn't a cantrip. Not relatable.
And suddenly, a whole bunch of Vegapygmies turned their attention to me.
Haha. Oh wait, I'm in front of you. Fuck.
And I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Out of there.
You're the worst, Isaac. You're the worst.
I'm also trying to not be next to Grace so that they don't hit you by mistake.
Yeah, but now they're gonna hit me on the way to hit you.
We'll see. But at this point, it is Vegapygmy Blue's turn, who's going to go 30 and then make a claw attack against Anthony because
You
not
monster.
much else he can do, and he has been the first one against you this whole time. He's finishing you off, he hopes.
Wink.
Someday.
Better not. Grace, don't say wink. Don't ever. I swear to.
Hey, Anthony, he nat 20'd.
Isaac. You know, as the DM, you can fudge rolls so that your friends don't die every session,
I
right?
can.
You know
6
that.
damage.
Anthony, that does max damage of 8.
Oh, well, I'm unconscious.
So Anthony, yes. So Anthony is knocked unconscious as a Vegapygmy takes its claw and rakes right up into your chin, actually creating a bit of a hole from your chin to your mouth at the moment.
I should have healed you when I had the chance.
True, I
Now,
say
good
as
news,
I
Grace.
fall backwards. Gracefully.
The Shield of Faith is still active.
Yeah.
Bad news,
It has done
Anthony-
nothing so far.
recoils back from this and falls over, unconscious, bleeding, and heavily injured.
All
And
of my
Tapioca
favorite-
falls to the ground next to him.
But I look great doing it.
Okay.
Tapioca is now taking up a stance atop his body.
I don't think that's true. Tapioca
Okay.
knows when to hide in people's shirts. to
So
not get
Tapioca is
punched.
actually hiding
Yeah. Tapioca's a
somewhere
genius.
on Anthony's person as best they can within
Yeah.
the illusionary clothing.
Yep, and Tapioca's tiny, so it should be pretty not hard.
That being said, it's now the Vegapygmy's chief turn.
Fuck that guy.
He saw what I did to 3 people there. He sees an unconscious Anthony. He knows who his target is. 5, 10,
I'm so mad at you, Isaac. Can we just
15,
have a nice
20, 25,
fucking
30.
game? Okay.
No, I did that on
Isaac.
purpose to make you think I was going after Anthony. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's why I
And-
got angry. Dipshit.
Oh boy, I hope I don't die and teleport somewhere.
Surprisingly, I am still out of range of his ranged attack at the moment.
Oh boy, I hope he doesn't use it on anyone else. Isaac, I swear to God, don't do it. Don't do it.
No,
You would have no reason to.
he is attacking me with this, but it is at disadvantage.
Me with every roll because I'm bad at rolling dice.
So let's use these 2. Oh, one of those was a 17. The other was a 5. He misses.
Hmm.
Nerd.
A lot more barely than I would like, but I have low AC, so. He throws his spear at me, but it hits the ground in front, not hitting me yet. And was that it's Orange's turn?
We should have had a plan.
Ah, ham!
I was
5,
gonna
10,
go with
15,
whatever
20,
plan Isaac said.
Any,
then he did.
25,
Yeah, I was too.
30.
So overall, this is
I
Isaac's
don't
fault.
have a plan. When do I ever have a plan?
Well, if you
You
are
should-
going around talking about plans, maybe you should make a plan. Huh?
You're right.
Mr. Plan?
Ah, shit, I've been hit. That is a
fine.
21 to hit. I can't shield through that. So that's a sling attack against me from the orange man for minimum damage of 2.
Anthony's corpse on the ground twitches with rage.
That seems accurate. Following orange is Tapioca, who is hiding with Anthony. I need to
hell
make a
yeah.
concentration check. Give me a second. I pass.
Hell
Don't
yeah.
worry, Tapioca still has frost breath.
Just in case of emergency. Break glass to acquire frosty duck.
Grace, it is Tapioca's turn. What do they want to do?
Tapioca's hiding.
They're going to take the hide action?
Yeah, they're gone. Fucking
Okay,
gone.
make a stealth check with Tapioca.
Isaac, I think you should just let me have this. Tapioca's tiny, and they were busy killing Anthony.
You can make the stealth check at advantage.
Okay.
Because like most of the people don't know actually Tapioca's there because Anthony has had a top hat that Tapioca's been
Isaac,
hiding
I
in.
rolled a 9 and an 8.
So that's an 11 for the stealth. Actually,
Well,
there are all the
Good thing I still have all my spell slots.
Wait, I still have advantage or bardic inspiration from Tapioca.
You're right. Tapioca did get an extra bardic inspiration.
That is a D.
6.
A
Power number, power number.
power number. Give Papa a good boy number 5. Okay. 16's better.
Yeah. The passive perception of all of the creatures around can't see it, so they'd have to actively search or accidentally hit Anthony right where Tapioca is to know that they're there.
Yeah, Tapioca's gone. Stealth mode.
You, however, can still see Tapioca.
Oh, I know where Tapioca is at all times because I open my heart and third eye at the same time.
And I
know
have
where
no
all-
clue at all. Neither would
Awesome.
Anthony. Anthony doesn't
I forgot
even
Tapioca
realize
was-
there's a duck on his person right now anymore. Anthony, make a death saving throw.
You got it, babe. That's just a D20, or do I add my constitution?
D20, no modifiers.
Very well. I hot diggity rolled an 8. Darn.
Oof.
That is a failure.
It sure is.
So
Do I get any
scary.
exposition while I'm like this?
No. You're just
Aw.
your bleeding worsens a little bit. It's not you're not getting better at the moment. You're not recovering. But next up is Pink 30. Seeing Anthony on the ground and me within range, they're just gonna straight up attack me. That hits.
Oh, no.
Another pebble straight to my eye.
Aw.
Or no, this one just hits my forehead.
Boink.
4. little bit better than the last one. 3 damage. No, 5 I should have taken an extra damage. 3 is their minimum damage from the last one. Now they do 4 damage.
Bonk.
Ouch. Honestly, Grace, my face is looking bruised, but I seem to be okay for the moment. And
Yeah,
Anthony,
my focus
Anthony
is still
needs
not
help.
on you.
That being said, it's
Yeah.
your turn, Grace.
Okay. So I can do 2 things, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. My 2 things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to drop Shield of Faith, which is sad, but it has
Shield
done.
only if you're casting another concentration spell.
Oh, okay. It's time for Healing Word, I guess.
You
Yay.
could get closer to Anthony, cure wounds him, and then fire punch a boy.
That's true.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that plan.
I like Punch. My name's Grace. I like Punch. Yeah, okay.
It'll
Okay.
take you 25 feet of movement to get to Anthony.
Okay, hold on. I gotta find the thing because I'm bad at reading. Hold on. I'm gonna scooch my tooch. 5, and then 15, 25. I'm gonna slap Anthony's unconscious ass. I can't reach his ass. Are you face first or butt first?
He fell down onto his back because it was the blue one who killed him.
Dang it.
and I'm-
Knocked him out.
I'm in a very graceful position.
I imagine otherwise. I flick you on the forehead with healing, because I'm a jerk.
Your wounds,
And I wake
thinking
up
that
and
you're
I'm like,
going
"Hey,
to
I'm
be
on the
doing.
Yeah, so for flavor, I walk over and I go, this seems like a weird deja vu. Anyway, and I flick him on the nose because I'm a jerk and I'm an asshole like that. But instead
Grace
of the
is
usual,
an ass.
like, little bits of moss
Bits of
and
mending.
stuff that happens, healing moss, as you know, because that's
Mhm.
how I do.
Obviously.
This is like, just, there's a whole pine cone, there's like some leaves, it's the whole fandango. There's a secret little mushroom on the ground now, and I'm like,
Oh.
whoops. Sorry about that, mushroom. Didn't mean to birth you into existence anyway. And I assume that Anthony's not going to heal much from that, and that's just a weird oopsie. But then Anthony does heal stuff. Because it's just so cool of me, you know?
Only first level for old Anthony?
I don't think I can do it at second.
You can.
Oh.
I can? I couldn't find it in the list for second.
Yeah, it's
You
blue.
might have that option turned off.
Okay. Second it is. Which
That's
means
2d8.
that it's 2d8. So that's a 3 and
Yeah.
a 6. So 9
12.
plus. Yeah, 12.
12. Awesome.
And Anthony, you are currently prone.
But
Well,
I'm
we're
not
back in
just
it,
done
boys.
yet, because it's freaking fire punch o'clock. For this dingus right next to me.
I wake up just in time to see Grace be a badass.
Well, I try really hard to punch. I do, but I rolled a nat 1, so I,
So, Grace,
I
as you-
miss. I woof.
Create the fire punches you have before. You clench your fist, and then realize you forgot that you aren't supposed to clench your fist with this, and that you just
Yep,
grabbed fire with your bare hand,
yeah, I did.
and
Ugh.
you go youch and take a point of fire damage.
I go, fuck. Do I still hit him, though?
No.
Fair enough.
You kind of snuff the flame with your punch, but while burning yourself, and go ah.
First noise I make.
Oh,
And
hey,
then
Grace.
I do
How you
finger
doing?
guns, and I go, yeah, that was nothing. I wasn't doing anything. How are you?
I'm feeling like fantastic, actually. Well, not
Great.
fantastic. I'm feeling horrible, but very good comparatively.
Good. Can you commit punch now? I
I can do my best. Yeah.
So it's the red Vegapygmy's turn,
Hello.
and they're gonna commit stomp on your face because that's where your face fell, right at their feet,
Oh.
and they have advantage against this attack.
I don't like
Uh-huh.
that.
Luckily, they rolled a 4 and a 5.
How do you miss from 3
Totally
feet away?
Totaling for a 8 and 9. So they just kind of stomp down, but they kind of missed
They hurt their own ankle a little.
and go
Yeah. Oof.
10,
I hate when that happens.
no, 10, 20, 30 feet.
Get out of my house. I don't
Uh,
like
no.
I
you.
don't get.
Wait.
I do get it. I think. I
Yeah,
get
they're
it.
actually just going to stay here.
Yeah.
But Grace, you are now being flanked.
I don't want to be flanked.
And it is now top of the order, so I'm going to take another relevant picture. We have purple, 30. They're going to peg me.
Oh, Isaac.
For not hitting me, as it would turn out. They rolled a 10. Following them is my turn, though. I see a recently brought back great Anthony, not Grace.
I died?
Yes, you did.
Oh, no.
I also see a chief who just threw his spear at me and didn't notice as a rock sailed behind my head as I was looking at the chief. Because that is absolutely what would happen here.
Is it completely unaware?
So I can still feel that Tapioca has Dragon's Breath active.
Mint.
So I'm not going to do anything to mess with that. But instead, I am going to check something real quick. With my bonus action, I'm going to weave together a spell that you guys haven't seen me use before, drawing in some water vapor from around me
What?
and casting out a veil of mist, casting Misty Step as I
Isaac's
disappear into the mist and reappear.
Where the hell did he go?
Over here.
You bitch.
There you are. Hey, Isaac, I'm not dead. How cool is that?
Glad to hear it, Anthony. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You
All right,
jerk.
bye. Adios.
And then
Isaac
I'm going to shoot a
runs away.
firebolt. Firebolt
funny
at
as hell.
the red one. That is a 14 to hit for 8 damage.
Gosh darn it.
Nice.
And yeah, it just goes straight into the head and tears it right off,
Gross.
Nice.
resulting in a dead Vegapigme.
Big
That
news,
one
man.
honestly didn't have very many hit points.
Shut up.
Following that is Vegapigme Blue, who saw me disappear, and a now awake Anthony, and a recently fire punched herself Grace.
Yeah, I'm a
And they're
threat.
gonna go like, they don't want a prompt opportunity. They don't care about that at the moment. 30. Grace, are you making an opportunity attack?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. You can attack with your staff or with your fist.
Is that just the same?
No, those are different.
Okay. I don't know. We're bonking this bitch. Consider them bonked, Isaac.
Hit him with
Unless
a
I
Okay, roll to
can't
hit.
roll.
Also, yeah,
14
me.
plus bonk.
That
Yep.
hits.
Bonk!
Roll bonk damage
Bonk damage is 5 plus 3.
for 8.
Nice.
8 bonk
Bonkalicious
damage.
And like Grace, you bonk him good.
Bonk him good.
Not good enough to kill him, but like you whap him right in one of his arms and into the gut, and like there is a major dent where his arm is now stuck to the side of his body,
And I go,
Ooh.
and it's like halfway in there.
That's for messing with my friend, and this is the time I should have made the hey bada swing joke, but I fucked it up, which is why the bonk was so powerful.
And then it's going to make a stomp attack on you, Anthony, as well.
Why?
Well, because you're there.
You're on the
It has
ground like a
advantage because you're
turtle.
still prone. Luckily, it rolled a 2 and a 4.
I bonked it so
Yeah.
good that it's dizzy and it missed.
Yeah, it kind of like goes for the stomp, but then it wobbles to the side and misses just barely.
I'm like, aha, I should spend all of my
Okay.
fights on the floor.
I
Next
kick you in the
up
foot.
is the chief,
Sure.
who saw
Don't-
me
don't hit me.
disappear
Gonna hit
and
you.
has eyes on me again. Sees a Grace bonk, and Anthony is still on the ground. It doesn't have the best vision of him. He still thinks you're dead. And he's going after me again. 30. I am now in easy range of his spear.
Rude.
He got
And-
it back?
Yes.
Awesome.
Bad.
However, he did not roll well, I think. Yeah, spear's just +4. Oh, he still hits me. He would hit me if I didn't cast shield.
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
And I shield from his attack as his spear comes aimed right at me. aiming for my gut, right at the belly button, and I'm terrified, and I go, no, and bring up a wall of force in front of me that bends a bit to his attack before it is forced off. Blah.
We know Isaac wouldn't go, no. He would go, ah!
You're right. I go, ah! Kind of just wave my hands about in a frantic motion, and suddenly there's a wall of force in front of me.
Heck yeah.
Sick.
Isaac's voice crack screams are my favorite, which is why I must hear them all the time.
And I am running low on spells. But next up is the orange, who's dead.
Awesome.
And
love it
purple
when
is
I'm dead.
frustrated because they had been going for things. They have not done anything yet. They have used their sling attack against so many people and just missed.
Same, bro.
And then their target that they had been taking so long to go around the difficult terrain to get to just straight up disappeared. They don't know where they went.
We should adopt this one, I think.
I think it's just me as a Vegapygmy. Like, I also consistently
But
miss.
it is Tapioca's turn, Grace.
Awesome, Sawsome. Tapioca's a baller, right? We all know this.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
I
to
will
make
say
a
Tapioca
judgment.
can get all three of these guys if they move up one square, but they have a chance. But they will also hit Anthony.
I can roll out of the way. I'm good.
I don't think you can. You've been hanging out on the floor for like.
No,
10
that is a
minutes.
thing you can do. You can just roll
Okay.
to take half damage from the attack.
Deploy duck. Do you want me to deploy duck?
Tapioca looks
say
at you,
deploy duck.
Grace, with the intent to kill in its eyes. But looks to you for a moment of confirmation.
Okay, but if it doesn't, okay.
Can
Whose
it, like,
turns
fly
are
up
still
slightly?
up? Yeah, can Tapioca just fly up and then land on my head afterwards?
Yeah, Tapioca has plenty of movement.
Okay, that's what Tapioca does, and commits honk.
It aims directly at the three Vegapygmies. And Anthony, make a dex saving throw, and so will all of them. First
You got
up
it.
is Blue. Blue passes the
Alright.
dex saving throw.
What a
I got a
bitch.
16.
Pink does not. You pass your dex saving throw, so you take half damage. And red also does not. That's red, right? No, that's orange. Wait, that's orange? Shit. Orange was supposed to have a turn. Red conning some things, because I thought orange was red.
No, just move along. Just move.
Just
Yeah.
move along.
Orange will just take a turn afterwards.
Yeah.
So orange doesn't pass. So Grace,
Anthony, I'm
roll
sorry.
3d6.
Yeah, that's a. Hey guys, that's a 10.
So Anthony, you
Ooh.
take 5 damage.
Sick.
Blue takes 5 damage. Blue is at 1 hit point, so Blue's dead. Blue is just
Awesome.
straight up frozen solid from the center of the blast. Pink takes full damage for 10. Pink is like mostly frozen at this point, but still hanging on. And orange takes full damage and would die, but I'm going to give them a turn and then they die. So orange looks like it's dead, but it's still moving slightly at the moment as it goes 30 and attempts to hit me with its sling. Attack,
Please let
which
it miss.
does. And as it releases its sling, it just falls over and shatters as most of its body is ice at this point.
Awesome.
Icicles.
For maximum damage of 6.
Rude.
What a way to
And
go.
Grace,
Yeah.
I look very hurt now.
Well, you're 18 miles away, you son of a biscuit.
You're right.
What do you want me to do? I'm in a no-no square.
You're right. I want to not die.
Misty,
At this
step your
point,
ass back over
Tapioca
here.
does just flap up on and land perched atop your head, Grace.
Hell yeah. High five for Tapiocas.
I
can
need to
counter
make
now.
a concentration check, though, for Tapioca's spell. And that passes barely. At that point, it is your turn, Anthony.
Alrighty. For my action,
Get
Well-
up, nerd.
You can use half your movement to get up if you want.
yeah, I'll use half my movement to get up. I'm gonna heal myself.
But okay. you take a donk.
Look, I'm like next to dead.
Yeah, so am I.
Well, I can't cast this twice in a turn, so that sucks
Well,
for
No,
wait,
but
let
I'm
me
right
check-
next
let me
to
check
you.
something.
I can heal you next time.
you. Oh, yeah. I say, Isaac, don't die.
Reasonable.
And out of my mouth spills a lot of butterflies, and they
Chocolate.
fly into your wounds, and it feels excellent.
I
No,
take
it's like
No.
spectral, like simplified.
I take two psychic damage from butterflies pouring out of my friend's mouth. Absolutely not.
Fortunately, I rolled almost minimum healing, so you're gonna heal 7.
Hey, Anthony, that still gets me over half.
Neat. That would have doubled my hit points.
That more than doubled my hit points, Anthony. That almost tripled my
shit.
hit points.
Neat. And then I have an action.
Baby coming
I have a whole action, huh?
home.
I am gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at the Sheev,
Okay.
and he's gonna have to make a
Wisdom
Why am I
saving
7?
throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he passed that.
Darn.
Yeah, that's a 17.
Gosh. Diddly.
So what happens
Well-
on a pass?
Half damage and doesn't have to move. So that's 15 divided by 2.
So that's 7 damage.
7 damage.
Okay. He winces, but does not look very affected.
God darn. Well, at least I'm standing up now, although I am still sideways.
You know you can rotate yourself, Anthony.
I can?
Yeah.
That's sick. How do I...
I already
Oh, would you
rotated
look at
you.
that?
You just click
God.
on yourself, and then there's a thing above it.
I don't know how to do that. Shut up.
Okay, at that point, it's Pink's turn. 30.
Oh, okay, bye.
And they hit me with a
You're really
21
good
to
at
hit,
Wow.
Owie.
Impressive.
dealing minimum damage of 3.
Get boned.
So another rock goes, and this time it's right at my kneecap.
Oh,
Ugh.
ouch.
Following Pink is Grace's turn, though.
Whoop whoop, whoop a doop. I look at my hands confused, and I look at the tiny mushroom that's still on the ground from when I accidentally did good healing, and I go, I wonder if I can do that again. And then I look at Anthony and go, how ouch are you? On a scale of 1 to ouch.
Ouch.
Boink. I'm out of second level spells. So, hopefully. That's good.
Ooh.
Well, that's a 7 and a 3, so that's 13.
Sick. Oof. I am looking okay.
And Grace, do you want to do anything else?
Yeah. Oh, you know it. I could punch this purple dude. I'm just gonna scoot away.
With the end of Grace's turn, we're at the start of the round, so I'll take another picture. And it is Purple's turn, who is so frustrated with all of the situations. 30, and it's going to claw you because it's given up on its sling. It literally threw it aside,
Boo!
and
Coward.
is just going to only melee attack from now on. Grace does a
It's
15
a 15 hit. What do you think, Ding Dong? Think a 15 hits? Yeah, it hits.
Yep. So that's
Oh, no.
the 6 of damage, 4 damage.
Okay. I go, oof! Because that's the noise I make when I get hurt.
Following that is my turn, and I'm very much considering how I need to run away from this.
That is so Isaac.
5, 10, no, 15, 20, 25, 30. Firebolting the pink one. So that's a 14, which barely hits, or it had 1 HP. So the pink dies.
Nice.
Ah.
In my fleeting action, I fire off a bolt of flames, which strike into the core of the Vegapygmy, dead. With that, it is the chief's turn. And he's gonna go 20, and he's going to use his once-a-day spores effect.
No!
Uh-oh. Oh, that's no bueno.
I need you both to make a constitution saving throw as from his body, the pouches across him start to compress and then blast apart as spores spread out in the general area around him, reaching out to both of you.
Sweet. 8.
Anthony
Got a
rolled an 8.
13
Sadly.
plus 2.
Grace
Mm-hmm.
You pass.
Hell yeah. You think I haven't poisoned
Anthony.
myself worse?
You've failed and are now poisoned.
That's bad, right?
Following poisoning you two, he's going to take his last 10 feet of movement back towards me. Tapioca's actually in that area, Grace. Make a Constitution saving throw for Tapioca.
Disadvantage
What
on all
is-
my stuff. Sweet.
What is the con?
Tapioca has a +1 to Constitution.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah! 16 plus 1 Tapioca.
Hey, Anthony. Tapioca
Shut up,
did
Isaac.
better at being okay with this poison than you.
I don't need to
Okay.
hear it. I spent my
Again,
whole life
you
in
think
a safe environment with is good to breathe.
I haven't? I've definitely poisoned myself worse than that. And Tapioca has probably accidentally eaten something horrible from the frogget before.
Anthony, if you die of this poison, a Vegapigmy will start to grow from you.
Honestly, I can't think of a better way to die.
Stop it.
That was, of course, a lie. A shape.
Now it is Tapioca's turn.
Ducky owl, it's time to yell at this purple son of a bitch.
That passes, so roll 3d6 damage.
Yay. 5 plus 2 plus 2, so 9.
So it takes 4 damage.
Why?
And it's looking... It passed its save. And it's honestly looking pretty bad.
Good, it's gonna get
Not quite half health yet, but it's not looking too good.
bonked. You just wait.
And following that is Anthony's turn. Anthony,
Oh boy, yeah.
at the start of your turn, you take an amount of poison damage.
I take $500 from Isaac.
Oh, shoot. Ah, better. 8 poison damage.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear me. Oh dear. I'm looking less good.
And your turn is yours.
Ah, that's very bad.
Yeah.
Oh no. That's actually atrocious of you to do, Isaac.
Yeah.
Well, I'm using my last second level spell slot on Dissonant Whispersing the man who did this to me. I'm
Okay.
gonna say, it's not nice to poison
He
people.
passed. Anthony, you feel sick to your stomach.
Yeah.
Just
Alright,
terrible. You
he
feel like
takes
something's eating away from your from your inside out.
I don't like being eaten out. Okay, that's 19 damage.
Divided in half brings it to 9.
Yeah.
That one hurt him a bit more than the last time.
Yeah, it did.
And he's
And I'm gonna cough.
he's looking a bit more hurt, but still not half health. I'll remind you, you've done 16 damage to him so far, Anthony.
Sick. I don't have any bonus actions I can do.
You want to move at all?
No, I'm good here.
Okay. Grace, it's your turn. Oh wait, no, Anthony, at the end of your turn, you can repeat the save if you want.
I'd love to, Isaac.
If you succeed, you finally overcome the poison. So make it a Constitution saving throw.
14.
Yeah, that passes. So as
I
after
cough out the
feeling
rest of
this
the sport.
poison running through your body, you finally just work your way through it, and you feel its effects fading, and you're better now.
I don't feel better. I feel very bad.
I actually feel horrible, Isaac.
Now, Grace, it is your turn now.
Okay. I'm gonna commit a crime. Are you ready for my crime?
Yeah.
No.
You're the worst. This jerk right here, this purple son of a gun, is a mean man. How is it looking on a scale of 1 to deceased?
It's not looking bloodied, but it is looking fairly injured.
You know, Anthony's behind me.
It's not half health yet.
And I think this is
Yeah.
the perfect opportunity. The perfitunity
Yes.
to commit a horrible, heinous,
Yes.
horrible crime.
What?
So I'm
are
gonna
you
read real
doing?
fast. Bad. Well, okay. They're both 2d8s. Okay. I'm gonna try to Chaos Bolt a second time, and maybe it's gonna work this time.
Hey, Grace, I remind you, Chaos Bolt does 2d8 plus 1d6.
Oh yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
So roll to hit.
I'm gonna roll to hit. I'm gonna find not this garbage piece of D20. This other garbage D20. That's a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
Dude.
Roll 2d8 plus 1d6 and tell me what your d8s are.
D8s are 3 and 7.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. My D6 is a 4. That is 14.
Okay.
I don't like this man, Isaac.
I can tell. So pick 3 or 7.
I hate the number 7 and I hate this man. So 7.
So as you prepare your bolt as it swaps around, for a moment it looks like it's going to be a bolt of flames before it shifts into some invisible but warbling force in your hand. And as you launch it force and it makes a beeline straight into the target's head, where it rattles around and causes their head to explode. You picked psychic damage, Grace.
Ooh, violent.
Whoops. I could have got
luckily,
fired.
Tapioca did frost damage to it earlier.
Hooray!
And all that's left is the chief.
Fuck that.
And it's the top of the order, so taking a picture. It's my turn now. I see you guys have things good. I see that I'm still not wanting to get anywhere near this man. I'm going to use my telekinetic shove. So he makes a strength saving throw, passes. Shit.
Darn.
And doesn't go anywhere. And then I'm going to run farther away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And try and hit him with a magic missile.
Sick.
With some flames.
Go get him, Tiger.
So that's
Hit him in his
3
face.
bolts of magic missile at him.
Hit him in his nuts.
For 2, 5, 8 damage. Rolls pretty low magic missiles there. But each impact strikes and burns away at him. And now he's looking really injured. He is on his last legs. He knows he's probably going to lose, but he knows there's nothing else that to be done. If he does not win this fight, no more Vegapygmies will come. So he is still fighting on, and it is his turn. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 25. And Anthony, he's targeting you first.
Why?
And he's using his multi-attack.
Whoa.
So, Anthony.
Yes.
First, he swipes with his claws.
Uh-oh.
Does a 17 hit.
Yes, it does.
Okay. That is 4 damage.
Oh no.
Then he swipes with his other claws.
Ah.
Does a 22 hit.
Yep.
That's max damage. That's 8 more damage.
Hey, guess who's unconscious again?
Great.
This bitch won't stop dying.
Look, I'm trying my best.
Oh, wait,
You're
I misread how that attack
being
works.
alive.
Oh, well, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, bitch, I died.
You could have made 2 spear attacks instead, but oh well. So, Anthony's back down, and he is staring cold and hard at you, Grace.
Cool. Good, butthole. I'm gonna kick you in your crotch. I don't even know if you have a crotch, but I'm gonna try my best.
Right, Anthony, it's your turn. No, it's Tapioca's
Yay.
turn, my bad. Grace, it's Tapioca's turn.
Honk, honk. You know what to do, Isaac.
So, she releases her breath, making sure that he releases his breath that is still intact, making sure... How many rounds has it been? Oh, well.
Well, it's 9.
9 damage?
Yeah.
And the majority of the chief's body is frozen over with this maneuver. But he is still standing.
I want the killing blow, I swear to God.
Anthony, make a dex saving
Well,
throw.
you're...
Not dex saving throw. Death saving throw.
Let me nimbly dodge the scythe of the
Oh,
ground.
wait, I forgot to make the saving throw for him. He actually passed the saving throw, so he takes half of that. How much damage was that, Grace?
My second failure.
9? No, that's just your first.
Yeah. But that was my second failure of this session.
Yes. Grace, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, Anthony's right next to me, so I can't commit Thunderwave, which is a great, great shame. Because you know I would if I could. You know I would. Yeah, I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna commit Fire Punch. Fire Punch is a fun
Sleep
time,
type me.
I think.
Or you
Except
could
that
spare the
I've
dying
rolled so
Anthony to
many-
make sure he doesn't get any worse.
Anthony is
Or you could cure.
bad at
If
living.
you have any other spell slots, you could also heal Anthony. You could healing
Yeah.
words Anthony and Fire Punch at the same time.
one hand touching the dead unconscious friend, the other hand committing punch. We're multitasking, babes.
Flavor.
Flavor!
Fair enough.
I slap
Fair
life
enough.
back into Anthony Snyder with my healing hands.
Grace, roll a d4.
I rolled a 2 on my d4.
Anthony, you get 5 hit points.
Yes,
Return to
Grace,
the
roll for
land
Fire
of the
Punch.
living, you dingus.
I'm back, mother hunters.
I roll a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
Commit punch.
15 total, or is that the rolled value?
That's the rolled value.
It doesn't
Wait,
matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, because it's over 14, which is why I'm not
Doesn't
adding.
matter, hits.
I'm not doing extra math.
You're right, 14
So
is
with
this
one
guy's
hand,
AC.
I slap life into my friend, and with the other hand, I commit atrocious punch. Bada bing, bada punch. So that's why, Anthony, why is your dead body
Anthony,
moving
what
around?
are you doing?
Stop. You're stressing me out.
Why am I doing?
Why are you doing this?
Alright, there we go.
Good.
Or,
That's a
no, that's
7.
not the orientation you need. Okay. He, as your hand goes through the ice and shell that has formed around him and burns straight through to his core, you see him barely holding on in this moment, and it looks like I'm gonna steal you probably.
I hate Isaac Slaymaker. Every time I do a cool thing, it's like, but there's 1 more HP. So Grace, you get to feel nothing from this.
So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15,
Wait,
20.
do I not get my?
No, it's after Grace's turn. It's my turn.
Oh, all right.
25,
Never
30.
mind then.
You're gonna kill Anthony instead of the chief.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and just pat Anthony on the head.
Thanks, babe. I needed that.
And that's my turn.
Isaac.
But that
premarital
also
head
means it's
pats.
now the chief's turn. And
Isaac
Grace,
did
the
this on
chief looks
purpose.
to
He just
you.
wanted Anthony to get punched 1 more time. Good. Coward.
No, it's not punching Anthony. It's going after you, Grace. Its attention
Punch me in my
was on you
face.
when you simultaneous punched. It's going to brandish its spear and attempt to stab.
Do it. Do it. Make me a shish kebab. Do it.
Does a 15 hit?
15 hits.
Okay, you take 4 damage.
I only get a little poked. It's fine. Guys, I'm fine. It's only a
A
poke.
little jab in it.
Does a 6 hit?
No.
No.
Okay, and he misses you with the second stab.
I kick his spear away again, and I'm like, nuh-uh. No balls you won't. No balls you can't.
Anthony, it's your
Yes.
turn. The
All
Veggie
right.
Pygmy is looking on death's door. Grace just kicked his spear aside.
Alrighty. Then, with my last final moments awake. Gosh, I don't have much. Alright. I'm gonna stare up at
Wait.
this guy and I'm gonna say, I'm out of cool ideas. And then I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. Yeah, that kills him even with minimal damage.
Sick. And I say, frick off. And then I just collapse.
And the Veggie Pygmy chief is seemingly dead.
No. Don't you dare.
So it's my turn now, right?
Grace, it's your turn. Yeah. You
I look
saw
at this
as
asshole and I go, it's
Anthony
the-
whispered to the boy, and he collapsed to the ground. But you know these boys. You know you need to still finish this. Grace, what do you do?
I look at Anthony and I go, it's the right arm, right?
I've fallen flavorly unconscious again.
He's collecting right arms, yes.
Thanks for answering, Ghost of Anthony. And I take my hand,
He's collecting
I make it
white
on fire,
arms.
and I give just the littlest bap to this asshole. But then what I do is mortifying, because now that it's on fire, I go wolf mode and I rip his right arm off in victory.
Awesome of you.
Yeah. So as Grace sets her
I'm a
hand
wolf now.
aflame and just grabs hold of his right arm and burns off the arm so it's free, tosses it to the side, and then just full on turns into a wolf and start tearing it,
Yep.
tearing it from pieces apart over and over.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm a monster. I've waited 3 sessions to do this.
And the Vegapygmy Chief is dead.
Woof.
Sick.
And that's combat.
Awesome. I
Woof.
just say, I'm just like, hey, wake me up when you guys are good, okay?
I'm gonna rush over to Anthony and make sure he's okay now.
Yeah, I'm
Woof.
good. I'm just gonna take a bit of a nap.
Okay, so Anthony is napping now. Do we want to collect the Vegapygmy parts for him?
Woof.
Yeah, you do. You do want to do that.
That was a yes, but
Okay.
Isaac says I can't talk as a wolf.
Ah, you're still wolf.
Woof.
Understandable. I'm going
I can help you.
to-
I start tearing off arms. Because wolves can do that.
Grace tears off the other arms, and we compile a set of 8 Vegapygmy arms for Anthony here.
Yay. I'm gonna add those.
I just keep putting them on his torso.
Also, Anthony, you never added what you got from the first Thorny last time. What did you collect from the Thorny?
Tail.
Ah. Seeing that you have the Thorny Tail, we'll add the other 2 Thorny Tails to your collection. I'm also going to, at this time, just pass you one of the Spore Baubles from the Vegapygmy Chief, one of the used ones, just because that's a unique feature it had.
Alright, sick.
Anthony is napping under a pile of parts.
So, as Anthony lies collapsed under a heap of Vegapygmy arms, Thorny Tails, and Vegapygmy Chief baubles, Grace, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up Anthony's drift globe and carry that around to the corners of the room, trying to burn off some of the last of the mold. Grace, you want to check around to see if there's anything else going on in here?
Yeah, I sniff for secrets, and as a wolf, I am proficient in sniff for secrets.
As you make your way to the back of the cave,
Sniff.
you see 2 things in there. One, there's a pile of some random loot. You don't know the specifics. It looks like various old weaponry and clothing. There is a fairly intact backpack, as well as the body of a dead kobold to one side with just the head of a Vegapygmy popping out of it at the moment.
Ooh, that guy.
I yell, and I become regular Goose again, and I slap it with fire.
Yeah, and you burn up the head that was starting to form.
No more.
I'm gonna come join you at this point. I've left the drift globe with Anthony to this as we've entered this section. No, I've brought it with us. We don't know how much of this stuff has russet mold on it. Grace, do you want to take stock of the loot in here?
Yes!
So, for the most part, there's a lot of rusted weapons.
Nice.
There's a couple spears and some daggers, a short sword, but they're all rusted. And some of them you think are more rusted than they are, but actually it's just russet mold, as is revealed when it gets burned by the sunlight.
Rose.
It's all in really bad condition, but maybe we could sell it for scrap iron if you want to keep it. The main 2 things that looks like they're good is there is a fairly well-kept stone dagger of sorts that is on the very top of the pile.
Jab.
You can probably assume it was with the kobold.
Oh, oof.
As well as a backpack and necklace atop as well next to it, which you can assume is probably the halfling from yesterday's stuff.
Nice, nice, nice. I go, hey, Isaac,
You gonna take any of this stuff, or you just
do you
gonna
want
leave
any
it
of this?
alone? Yeah.
Because I'm gonna
Oh, probably.
take the scrapping stuff, because selling stuff is good, or just having metal's always good. And stone stabbing always is good. But you can go first, seeing how you
Okay.
got the most kills out of this one.
I was kill stealing, and we all know it.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter when you're playing the video game.
Yeah, we're all alive, I say from the distance.
Oh, Anthony's awake.
Yeah, alright, I'm up. Oh boy, I don't
So-
feel
No
tip-top
reaction to
shape.
being covered in parts?
Yeah, you guys cover me in stuff whenever we go on an adventure.
So, within the halfling stuff, there's a short bow, although its string is currently
Nice.
broken. A
Sick.
quiver with 20 arrows in it.
Hmm.
A regular metal dagger. A set of very broken, not very good conditioned leather armor. And there is two small vials of dust, and one small jar of dust on him as well.
Dust guy.
At this time, I am going to fast ritual cast. I'm just going to call it quicken casting, being the ritual spell of detect magic. So I can see that all 3 packets of dust are magical, as well as the goldish necklace on top.
Ooh, neato.
And I'm just going to pick up those things and say, I'm going to figure out what these are, as well as, personally, since you offered to let me take first, I'm going to take the guy's dagger.
Okay, I want the stone stably dagger then. This is mine now. And I'm just filling that backpack up with all the broken weapons and stuff.
I'm going to say we should probably get out of this cave first
Yeah, you're right.
and meet up with the rest of the animals. So, returning to the campsite, I think both of us are going to ask Juno for some help, Anthony.
Yes.
Which Juno
I'm just
will
gonna go
obviously
hang out.
comply with his
With the cucumber man himself.
healing touches. Anthony, roll a d8.
D8. Let me roll one of those bad boys. I rolled a solid 4.
You get 5 hit points back.
Sick.
Roll another d8 because he's going to use his heal on you twice. I got healed to full with what he did for me.
Awesome. 7. So 8.
Okay. And at that time, I'm just going to sit down and start ritual casting Identify on all 4 of the objects. And this is going to take me for the next 45 minutes or so.
So I sneak up behind
So-
Isaac, sneakily, with all of the animals,
Mhm.
and I become a nothing. It's just me and my frogget. I fooled you. And we have a animal cuddle puddle, just like right behind him, because I want to know what's happening, but I'm also really tired.
Wonderful.
Reasonable.
What I should mention, Grace, is you mentioned to me a while back
So many
that
whiles ago, yeah.
you wanted to keep an eye out for some birch trees.
Yes.
You can see one at this point.
I pick up any bark that's on the ground, because that's free paper, baby.
Okay. Yeah, there's a fair deal of bark around it.
Never take it from
that
a
you
tree.
can get.
Only on the ground.
So you just see me mumbling to myself and weaving arcane symbols in the air before directing it into one of the objects at the end, making a note in one of my books,
Snote.
and then just starting work on the other one. So I should mention, by the time we're done with the cave, it's around 9. We're closing in on 10 a.m. by the time I'm done with these objects.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm napping the whole entire time.
I'll inform you guys. So, holding up the necklace now, I say, this is an item called the Necklace of Adaptation, which
Oh, that's pretty
will
sick.
allow whoever's attuned to it breathe normally in any environment, as well as have an easier time handling harmful gases and vapors. Personally, not really something I'm interested in. Do either of you want this?
I like it. It's a cool hat.
I mean, I got hit pretty... Sure. I mean, I'm not particularly interested. Being a fish would be cool, but I'm not in the mood to go in the water, so I think Ray should have it.
I mean, it's dead of winter. I would agree with you, Anthony.
Y'all are cowards. It's river time. And I put it on my head backwards, like a hat.
You put the necklace
Yes.
on your head backwards.
Head, yes. Uh-huh.
Okay,
So it looks like a cool headband. Because I'm cool like that.
fair enough.
And then I
The
stick
next
some
item, I
sticks
take
in between my head
the-
and the headband. So it looks like I have elf or
The
deer ears. Very important.
The next item, I hold up a small ceramic container, one you might see at a tea party for sugar, but smaller sized. And I say, this is the dust of deliciousness. And what this
I
will
just point
do
to Anthony.
is it will make anything you eat extremely delicious.
I hold out my hand.
Also, whoever eats it will have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws and wisdom ability checks for the next hour.
I'll take it.
Currently, there are 5 servings in here.
Give dust to me. To me?
I pass
Dust.
the dust of deliciousness to Anthony.
Thank you.
Now, holding up both packets of dust, these are actually the same thing, and these are dust of disappearance. You can throw this packet of dust in the air, and every creature within 10 feet of where you throw it will become invisible for anywhere from 2 to 8 minutes.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
That's really neat.
Do either of you want one? I'll be taking one for myself personally.
I think I one of those for me would be cool.
Okay, Anthony, I want you to roll a d6.
Okay. 1.
Great. Anthony, the item you can
Yeah.
add to your inventory is the dust of sneezing and coughing,
Oh.
which just out of game wise is a small container. This powder resembles very fine sand. It appears to be the dust of disappearance, and an identify spell reveals it to be such. There is enough for one use. When you use an action to throw a handful of dust into the air, you and each creature that needs to breathe within 30 feet of you must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or become unable to breathe while sneezing uncontrollably.
That's really funny.
A creature affected in this way is incapacitated and suffocating. As long as it is conscious, the creature can repeat its saving throw at the end of each of its turn, ending it on a success. The Lesser Restoration spell can also end the effect on a creature. You don't know you have this. You think you have Dust of Disappearance.
Yeah.
Am I okay and fine from that? If I attune to this hat?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys
Yeah.
are just gonna be dying.
That's
I'll be like,
really
can
funny.
you guys stop complaining for 2 big fucking seconds?
Do you guys want to continue as the session here for just what I have planned, or
Nah,
are we good for
we
now,
should
for today?
We should stop. This is the 6th recording, and I have 12 of these to get through now. Hey,
Okay.
folks listening. I haven't edited the last episode yet.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. We will be picking up right where we left off next session.
Well, hold on, Isaac. I will say that I do go back in to bury the rest of the kobold because I don't feel bad about I feel bad about just leaving him in there.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, no, that's easily enough. We do need to probably get in there and make sure all of the mold is taken care of before we leave.
Uh-huh.
So
I just wanted to get
we
there
already
before I
do need
forgot.
to plan
Sorry.
another trip inside. But yeah, that's great. So actually, on our way out of the cave, Grace, you decided to do this.
Yeah.
And we did make sure to get all of the corners and everything. Actually, I want to, Grace, do you want to make do you want me and you to make separate investigation checks, or should I make it with advantage?
I've been rolling shit all day, so you might want to do it.
That's a nat 1 for the first one, and a 20 for the second one. So
Nice.
very good that I had advantage there. With a 20 for my investigation, I'm able to just find all of the corners in which mold is still active within the Vegapygmy cave and take care of it so that, at least from this source, there won't be a reawakening of Vegapygmies ever again.
Hooray.
Awesome.
I'm also going to take
We're
a
so
small
cool.
vial of I don't have a container for this, actually. Do either of you have a container I can borrow?
I'm really tempted to eat all of the Dust of Deliciousness.
I
But I'm
don't
not
think
going
I
to.
do. If I did, I'd give you one. I mean,
Anthony, you've got oil flasks.
Yeah, I thought those were full of oil, though.
They are.
I was like, you want me to cover you in oil now?
You also have a perfume vial.
I was
Is that-
saving this. I'm not. No, you can't have my perfume.
No, that's fine.
you cannot.
Yeah, no, there's nothing really easy to gather any of this up in, so I'm just gonna leave it. You know what? In one of the pouches of my backpack, I just shoved some of the dried up mold.
All right,
Dried
cool.
up and burnt
Fresh.
mold
Okay.
in, so we do have that as some extra evidence. Yeah, we'll continue on from there in the next episode. Thank you everyone for listening, and I hope you have enjoyed our fantasy podcast. This has been
Yeah.
Tales of the Tiny Hat Trio, and we will see you all next time.